Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Saturday edition, and it's almost like we're back to normal edition on a 5 day streak all the way since Monday, and almost all of those were recorded except Wednesday I did off camera in the wee hours of the morning. But yeah, let's just jump right into it, see if we can get this thing done. We did solve last Saturday as well, but faltered on the Sunday. See if we can keep that Saturday streak going. Very clean and symmetrical grid, fairly open. Um, okay, snack brand Nabisco. Does that fit? That does fit. They make like Triscuits and stuff. Steamy scene, but with a question mark. I sort of forget. I think I did read 1984 at some point, but it might be done into space. Okay. Appraisal. Nabisco doesn't need to be right, but it did fit, and I don't really know that many other snack brands, especially with that sort of length. Ones with strong appetites. Yeah, nothing that confirms Nabisco quite yet. Huh. Okay. Well, let's just keep it going. Burns at the stake. So maybe chars a steak? Sears flipped in a way. Re something maybe? Uh Pan was a satyr who, like those goat-legged things, which also have goatees, I think. Uh, Cartoon superhero. I wonder if this is like Atom Man or something. Not that I've ever heard of that, but that looks sort of like a superhero name. Roger Penrose. I don't know what those are. Maybe Harry's? Like I know harrying in a battle is like sort of small attacks, small frequent attacks. Um, Piglet. Knights jousted, probably in armor. Flipped in a way. Res Maybe resold like a house flipper. Medical reach search of a sort. I think this is must be trials. Some drug trials. There we go. So Adam something. Con artists. New Testament folk. Okay, tip at a hair salon. Maybe a split end. Delist a stock. So this is Adam Ant. Okay. I guess Gentiles? 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 I don't know. Um, Updated. He filled someone in on something. Some commercial commons. Don't know what that means exactly. Maybe strand someone out in the desert or something. I think that's a type of coffee. And it would make sense. Arab area, Yemeni Peninsula. Storm surge, maybe? No. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, web browser. I wonder if it's like a spider web sort of thing. Maybe a siren here. Could Ritalin work for narcolepsy? I think of it more as a ADHD thing, but maybe Tata for now. DNA test. Uh, could it be a megabit? Could also be like a gigabit, I guess. Fantasy sports format. This is probably idolize, put on a pedestal. Bulletin board material. I think of it just as sort of like cork, but like the S in debris, but not Dubois. Dubois. Silent, I guess. Si well, that doesn't fit in the slightest. um, I'm wondering if this is netizen, idolized with a Z. Like, it's like a citizen of the net. I feel like I've seen that before. Um, okay, well, we'll come back to that area. Where to now? Maybe let's at, like dogs that you let at someone. Bringer of sleep and dreams. Sleep and dreams. Okay. Word before star or after good. Good evening and then evening star. Evening. There we go. Young Frankenstein player. Okay. It's just going to be some actor's name. Red nose. Of course. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Lots of pedestal clues. Um, the love of the love blank of W.E.B. Du Bois or Dubois. The love songs, maybe? Is this plural? Yes, indeed. Um, must. Have to? No, that doesn't fit. Need to? Pedestals. Maybe just stands, like things that you put things on. Pot. Maybe just grass, like slang for weed. Admired. Put in the past tense, I guess. This might be sets at and then Sandman. Gene Wilder. That's an actor. So something words, like you censor something words. Um, can't stomach. Despises. Quit early, so to speak. Maybe bailed. Navy Pier. Haven't heard of, well, I'm sure I've heard of that, but it doesn't come to mind, but it just fits really well. Um, rebates. Targets for sensors. Dirty words, I guess. Hagrid was the groundskeeper. Fork-like. Tined. Forks have tines. Safety. Big Brother's Superstate and Steamy Scene. Something bath, maybe? Could it just be Charles Barkley? Like that, maybe? Brought forth. Ones with strong. Don't feel confident that Charles Barkley was a basketball player, but definitely could have been. So this is probably M or G or T, and it's terabit because this is retina. Mulligans are redos, novices or notices. There we go. Uh, Maybe assonant is a thing, and then roto. I could believe that something about rotating. I might have to come back to this. It might be like rota or something. But okay, denim dye. I always think of that as indigo, which clearly is not going to fit. Brothers. Might be something Asia here, and then it doesn't need to be Bath, but I guess definitely could be. And then the ED here looks good. This YRS is a little suspicious, but it's possible. Brought forth. Let me take Nabisco out. Might be done into space. I wonder if this is like a safety in football. Maybe tackler. Um, this could be right, but definitely not something that I'm familiar with. Brought forth. This could be like sired. Ones with strong appetites. You want this to be an E. I don't think his name would be that. But it doesn't need to be Barkley. You know. Steamy scene, but with a question mark. Like, I guess the question mark is because you're supposed to, by default, assume steamy is not related to literal steam. Um, Maybe it's just hot bath. Oh, and then hostess, like Twinkies and stuff. Um, Staring into space. Okay. Appraisal, maybe an eval, like evaluation. Probably Octavia and satyrs, and then that goes with this. And then service setting. T-cart, maybe? Oceasia? Oceana? Oh my God, what a comeback into the Saturday ecosystem. So if you are a longtime viewer of the channel, you know what this calls for. Give me a second. One sec. Sorry, there's technical issues here. One sec, let me make sure. Okay, still recording.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it! That's number 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Give it right.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Let's go ahead and admire the puzzle. Yeah, that I don't know if that was. I think that must have been my fastest ever Saturday solve. Like that was just so smooth. I don't know. Like I am not exactly sure what makes this a Saturday instead of like a Wednesday difficulty puzzle. To be honest, like I spent I think 20 minutes on the Wednesday. So I'm not some sort of prodigy here. Um, but I think part of it was just really smoothly filled and and also like quite wide open. So there was definitely a lot of long fill, which I guess tends to make things longer on average, or sorry, tends to make things harder on average. But a lot of it was just very clean stuff, which actually had the end result of making it easier. Um, so, drug trials and stuff, nothing wrong with that. And con arts is quite fun. Dirty words, pretty solid. You got red-nosed reindeer and all of that good stuff. Yeah, and so uh, overall, I feel like basically all of the words skewed towards like pretty solid. There were no like, wow, that's an amazing phrase that you managed to get in here, but everything was like, yeah, that's solid. Um, and I would much rather everything be like um, okay to good rather than have a few amazing and then a lot of terrible. And so I think this puzzle biased heavily towards the just super clean, nice, smooth solving experience. And I appreciate this. I feel like this is like a sort of canonical crossword puzzle. Very well put together, and I enjoyed solving it a lot. Definitely skewed on the easier end, of course. So overall, I think I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Um, I think that what's missing there to get the few extra points is just like some hugely ambitious stuff that also manages to work. So, I've yet to give any puzzle a 10 out of 10. But I thought this was excellent. I enjoyed it a lot. Hope you enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for watching, and I will put myself through a Sunday tomorrow, which likely will not go as smoothly as this. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.